What's up, T.I S? Merry Christmas. And well, let's be home tomorrow. And we'll be with family. Hopefully you are too. I hope you guys have a happy holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And yeah. So I'm just chilling out here for a few minutes before I go in. And it's actually not as cold out as I thought it was going to be, which is good. The garbage came early last night. I went outside to put my garbage out at 12:30. They were already picking it up. I'm glad I got to them, or, as soon as the pail was being brought to the truck. Now the neighborhood garbage is getting picked up. Maybe they're off tomorrow. That's probably why. Hear the sirens every fucking time. Whatever, bitches. Like the brightness of the camera right now. I trained the camera. Well, I figured out how to put the flash on when I put the video on at night, so I don't have to like zoom in, and I don't have to like adjust it. And it scares the crap out of the person that come by. It's very funny. So I went to get my brows did today. Yes, I said did and not done, because I feel like it. It's my channel. I want to say what I want to say. Whatever. Yeah, but they've been trying to do like VR type dreams. Shut up, ambulance. You better be really picking somebody up, because that's a waste of taxpayer money right there. So that's if they're not picking on people. Let's see if I can. Pass by already, will you? You're supposed to go fast when you're picking somebody up. Either pick them up from their house or take them to the hospital. You're supposed to go fast. You're not supposed to go slow and stop at every light, and you're supposed to honk the cars to get the hell out of the way. Especially when the fire trucks do it. Like, are you kidding? You're supposed to honk. They're supposed to literally honk the horn. You're supposed to get out of the damn way. And then when you stop in front of a firehouse, you have to stop. When that door opens, you have to stop right in front of the fireplace, Make sure that you give them room. Wow. It's on the ambulance. That's a new one for me. Yeah, so today I actually didn't have anything wrong. I have voiced the skull a little bit, and I had like a VR type dream before I woke up. I always tell them to shut up. Screaming. Anyway, I went to a deli. I found my Welch's grape soda. They don't have them at many stores anymore. And I went to Popeyes to eat lunch. It was good because there was nobody really in the salon. And they did a very good job. It was a new girl too. But the other girl that worked there, she told her how to do my eyebrows. And they came out really good. So I'm happy. So cheap. It was cheap. It's usually $14. I paid $10. So that's a good deal. I wonder why. I wonder if maybe it's because of the holiday, or if it was new. I have no idea. But okay. I'll take it. I already had coffee from yesterday, so I saved it for today, this morning. So I went to no, I didn't go to Dunkin'. I went to Popeyes. And it was good too. I took it home. I will eat it for breakfast tomorrow. So there was barely anybody in there either. It was good. Excuse me. Um, it's like when I sat down, I turned around and this guy was sleeping with his phone out. I don't know if he was a gang stalker or just somebody that was tired. I was like, what the fuck? But then, like, while I was sitting there and eating, this girl comes to sit next to me because there was no other seats. She had camel pants, so, and her, like, a red and grayish shirt. And she kept looking at herself in her phone, so I don't know if, you know, that was a fake conversation she had with a friend. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping it wasn't. I hope it was real. You know, there were real people. Not faking it. Because perps do that. They are friends with each other, but they don't have a script that they have to talk to each other about. You know. And as was the other girl had a boyfriend. They've been together for years. She wants to marry him. Like whatever. I'm single, so it could be that, but they didn't really do much, so I don't know. And a guy comes in, an older guy watching TikTok, and he just was so loud. The phone was so loud. I looked at him like, don't you have any couth? You know, I didn't say it, but I was thinking it. It was ridiculous. It was so loud. Nobody yells at them, but they yell at me, though. But not them. Then one song on the TikTok he was listening to, every breath you take, every move you make, I'll be watching you. So I'm like, oh, okay. Go ahead, watch me. I don't give a shit. And then the other one sounded like one of the songs from the Mafia movies. And he held that like, I don't even know, it kept repeating itself. So it was like, yeah, great. And you know what? If people think I'm in the mob, go right ahead. Maybe they shouldn't fuck with me then. Anyways, I didn't see too much camo. But I had my camo purse and my camo hat. Oh, I had my lime green Sprite shirt. Because you can't really see my shirt as I'm wearing a coat and a hoodie. So when I got to Popeyes, I took my jackets off. So maybe that's why. You know, everybody had their Target bags because Target is there. There's a Target there. So I brought mine. Yeah. I got a couple of looks. A couple of dirty looks. I don't care. That's what I'm looking for. Give me a dirty look. You little punk ass. You know what? You know, I gotta entertain myself somehow. You know, they put my life in shambles, this fucking program. And I'm just trying to build myself back up any way I can. I went to the doctor, lost a little bit of weight, so I want to keep that up. So that's another reason why they're probably going to hit me hard soon after the holidays. So Thursday, I went to Dunkin' early, around 1 o'clock. And I was with somebody. Somebody came with me, a friend of mine. It was perps in there. They were just staring at us like, look, you guys. The guy sitting next to her had like the forest camo, like a big jacket, thick jacket. And then the usual suspects came around. But when we first walked up there, we saw Marvin the Martian. I call him Marvin the Martian. He like has a humpback or whatever. Because he does not stand up straight. I found out his name is Marvin, so I call him Marvin the Martian. There's a Freemason necklace on him. Sometimes he's like a huge-ass one or a small one. And his son used to walk around the neighborhood wearing the big one. I was like, man, I feel bad for your family. Because my father was one of them, too. I found the certificate after he passed away. The lights started flickering in my house, so the house was a little haunted. So I broke the curse. I broke a Freemason curse. And I watched the deliverance video, and my stomach made everything come out. So it worked. Is that number 2? Yeah, so that's why I'm getting gang stalked extra. Because of that reason. They did that. They know when you break the, curses. Especially those curses, because there's a lot of people like that in this neighborhood. So, Amazon. It's an Amazon guy on a bike. Yeah, their trucks are breaking down because so many people are ordering stuff. I ordered a lot of stuff too, but I did go to a couple stores. Yeah, I did a little bit of both, so it's not too bad. I can't believe Christmas. I can't believe Christmas is tomorrow. It's Christmas Eve. That went quick. Another one, you hear it? I'll see a red car. Another one. It'll take a really long time to get past you. Oh, at least I'm catching the sirens. When I heard about ambulances, besides gang stalking, when they have the sirens on like that and they're not picking anybody up, they're calling the siren spirits. I was like, oh, that's great. And then when a building has a fountain in front of it, and then people throw coins, you're giving money to the sirens too, the siren spirits, because the siren spirits, they know when you make a wish and throw the coin in the fountain, you're talking to them, and then they, go into a person's body, like a female, and wearing a red dress and high heels and look in a certain way, like a Jezebel. And they wear like, there's a lot of witches out, so they call upon that spirit too. So you have those two things going on, and then they put like a special perfume on. I don't know what kind of perfume. I don't remember what they said. I could look it up though. And there's the honking. That's funny. Comes somebody with a red hat. There's somebody over there in the bushes too, smoking across the street. So, look at your phone. Anyways, yeah, it's bright light on my phone. Good. I want the person to see that I'm recording. So, me and my friend sitting on Duncan. We saw a Voodoo Smurf, and he had a suitcase, a rolly suitcase. I'm like, yeah, he ain't going nowhere, because he has like different, luggages that he uses, and he puts whatever he has in there. This is not much because he doesn't live anywhere. And what he does is he comes by Duncan. Like somebody else tells him they see me, so he comes around, and he makes it seem like he's leaving, but he's like smirking while he's doing it when he sees me. I'm like, yeah, you're not leaving. I know you're not leaving. Because if you were leaving, I would never see you again. Well, my friend was funny. I was like, I call that guy Marvin the Martian. I call that guy's name is Marvin. I said to her, she goes, the Martian? So we are so in sync with each other. It's not even funny. I'm glad I met this person. And so, I like making new friends, but perps are just everywhere. They're so ridiculous. And they mess with her too, and she's married, and they mess with her. Like, what the hell? She's got a real job. She's not even a gang stalker. She has a real job. I'm not gonna tell you what the job is, but she's a nice, normal person. It's very hard to find people like that, but they are out there. The thing is, she's heard of the term, because other people have gotten this kind of treatment, way worse than her. And we put together, so she knows. So while I was in Popeyes, didn't really react to the videos. I play the gang stalking videos, the short videos. I want to put some on my community board. I hope you watch those videos too. So many perps are watching my channel. I want T.I.S to watch my channel, interact with me, like my videos. I want my channel to be better than it was the first time around. And, talk to each other, compare notes of what perps do to us. You know what I mean? Like encouragement, like we got to keep in touch with each other in some way. Even though we're far away from each other. That's what they want. The perps want us far away from each other because they want us to be lonely. We're not alone. If you watch all these videos of people getting gang stalked, we're not alone. They're just assholes and they want us to think we're alone. They're the ones that are alone. Because if you think about it, if they're going around gang stalking people, giving people PTSD and anxiety and depression, and making them drink and making them do drugs, making them sleep with people that they would never do before, you know what I mean? Just to numb the pain. That's loneliness. They're projecting their loneliness onto others because those people are addicts. They're in jail. They go to jail or they go to a psych ward and they want out. So the Masons go in there and they tell them, we don't want, if you want out of here, this is what you have to do. And they give them a list of stuff they have to do. I've seen videos about it. And they take them out. They give them clothes. They give them a place to stay. And they tell them, go out to the store at this time. They text them and everything. They don't call, they text. Back in the day when the landlines were out, I think they called them. Now they text them. Oh, wow, they're doing fireworks already. Oh, right now. Speeding down the block, too. Residential neighborhood, speeding down the block. Word call. See, I told you I catch them. And they have to get up. If they're sleeping, they have to wake up. And it just goes wherever we are. But one perp was online saying he doesn't even know, he doesn't get told who to perp. He just walks around like the store. And then he just does stuff and see who reacts. That's even worse. So they had an episode of What Would You Do? And it was a fake cop, and he told people that somebody in there was doing bad things. I forgot what it was. And they straight up believed him. They taking somebody's baby in the carriage. It was a doll in there, but still. How stupid are people? Very gullible. I would be like, get away from me. Because, that's the normal reaction. But nowadays, nope. Accuse. And they're the ones doing it. So, yeah. So I went to Stop and Shop the other night. The person that messed with me because I didn't really go out. I didn't go out Friday until last night. I was shopping. I get to the fruits and vegetables section. This perp walks past me, right? Right directly where I could see them, bends down and had camouflage boxer shorts, and the elastic band had a different color camouflage. The person they were with had camouflage Crocs on. I was like, are you seriously doing that? And I turned the corner and they were all in the same aisle right after. Every aisle we went to, I was not by myself, so they couldn't do much. Every aisle we went to, they were following behind. And there's another siren. Oh, they don't want me telling the story. Oh well. Oh well, I'm telling it anyway. So yeah, there's a couple other people that had camo, but I have a camo purse on purpose. I wanted a camo purse. So my purse has a strap with 3 or 4 colors in it. It's it's a new designer. I don't know her name. It's a woman. So you open the purse and it came with a special card saying thank you for your purchase and everything. I think it was from Marshall's, but they have a lot of name brands at Marshall's. Marshall's is a very good store to go to. It's very crowded though. There's a lot of stuff though. Way too much stuff. It's so many different stores in my area rolled into one. Well, let's see an example, Dollar Tree. Every 99-cent store ever. So those are 2 examples. Yeah, making those tonight, probably. Yeah, they love to rev the engines all freaking night. Now, they did during the pandemic, but now they do it, like, for an hour. There's a couple clubs in my neighborhood, like bars and stuff. So they're all lined up in that around the corner. And they rev their engines. They're all ready to go. They drag race. And the police are there with the lights on. I had a video on my computer. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I recorded them. I went out at night. It was just summertime. And I get to the corner and I see them all lined up. And the cop car was there, 2 cop cars, an ambulance. And they were just parked opposite from each other. And they were just standing there with the lights on. The cops were standing there watching them. Like, what are you fucking doing? How is this allowed? Because it's gang stalking. They don't want us to sleep. I slept pretty good last night, though. Anyways, so yeah, that was weird with the bird. I came home and I went to use the bathroom. My family came down to do something in the backyard. Maybe it came in when they did that. The thing is, when they left, I went into my kitchen. I didn't hear the bird. The bird didn't say anything. Didn't squeak, nothing. I'm in the kitchen, and then at one point I go and start a load of laundry. As I'm walking in the boiler room, the bird freaking flies on my head. I'm like, what the hell was that? Like that? All I felt was something hit me. I thought it was a mouse or a rat. So I'm like, what the fuck was that? I look up and the bird is in my closet. It went on top of my door frame, like every which way I could go. And I'm trying to grab it. I was trying to grab it to, take it out of each room. It would not. It kept, like I didn't want to hurt it, so I didn't grab it hard. And then I was trying to get it by the legs, so it would, so I could take it out. Oh, look, dark baby. As I'm talking about this shit. Perp. Hey, perp. Gotta get that Christmas bonus. Yes, you do. Hope you don't get it. Hope you get fired. I've said that to them before. Anyways, so it took a long time. I was like calling my family, like, there's a bird in the house. Come get it. Like, please help me take it out. So finally, one of my family members, I was coaxing it out. I don't know how you say it. So we got it out of every single room. And it goes to my room, and it's like hanging out on my bed. So like, okay, we're friends. And then we finally, I had the backyard door open, trying to make it go out that way. I didn't know what the hell was going on. So I was in my kitchen for a few minutes, resting. And then we finally opened the garage door and let it out. Whew, my family member caught it. And we brought it outside. It flew over the house. I'm hoping it's doing okay. It's a little starling. It's so cute. It didn't chirp. It chirped after we were trying to catch it. But it went peep like that. I'm like, dude, you perps. You birds sound like R2-D2. Now you're not making any noise. And I've had videos on my other channel with all the different birds in the neighborhood. So we have mourning doves, we have pigeons, we have starlings, we have crows, we have parakeets, like a green and yellow parakeets. We have seagulls I've seen in the neighborhood, and I've seen ravens in the neighborhood. I actually saw a hawk once. I was coming up the stairs and I saw a hawk, and then I fell down the stairs. I had ice under my boot. Oh my God, it was horrible. So I got better boots this year. Flat boots, and I bought red and black plaid on purpose. Yes, I want the purpose to see them when I'm walking around in the snow. Damn right. Why not play with them a little? You know what I mean? Piss them off just a little bit, because they get very fucking angry of every little thing we do to have some sort of normalcy and, some sort of, what do you call it? Self-respect and confidence. So, I believe the dew weapons hit my mouth a lot. I have a lot of dental work coming up. It's expensive, but it needs to be done. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, I had a crown put in last year. It got infected this year. It was not affected the whole time. All of a sudden, I got affected. I was already on antibiotics or something else, so it helped it. They want us to spend money. I don't mind spending money on fixing my mouth. I mean, I had braces when I was a kid, so I did a very good job keeping them in my mouth as long as I could. I don't know if it was really hereditary. I think it's gang stalking shit. I think it happened to my parents too, and then maybe the dentist that they used to see was a gang stalker or a handler, and he treated them like shit. So it happens. It happens to a lot of people. They get dentists that treat them like shit, and then they don't go back. I kept sticking to my crappy dentist, even though, he was shitty. There was another dentist that worked with him. He was nicer. And he had a dog. Oh my God, the dog was so cute. It looked like a poodle. I got to pet the dog. He's so cute. And then somebody else I know, they were afraid of the dentist too, and they recommended me their dentist. Oh my God, the bedside manner of this dentist is wonderful. And he's really nice. He's a really good guy too. Like, he actually cares. And like I tell you, I didn't feel anything. He was gentle. I felt no pain when he was taking the teeth out. So I'm just like, they want me to be more depressed than I used to be. And I'm getting out of it. You understand? I know what they're doing. And I'm not getting mad about it. I'm like, do whatever you gotta do. That's my opinion right now. Do whatever you gotta do to make your money. But you are not going to be happy in the long run. Because I don't really care about here and now. I care about where I'm going afterwards. Because all these possessions, I'm ready to get rid of. I sold a lot of things in the past. I didn't like that. So they stopped a couple of, my sales. Like, the person would pay for it and then tell me they never got it. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So I have to give them a refund. So, it comes out of my pocket. They don't pay for the refunds. And then at one point I was getting spammed. They were like, somebody was emailing me spam. And I didn't put my email address on there. But they're like, oh, I saw a thing on eBay. And I was like, how the hell did you see that? Who are you? So it's a form of gang stalking too. I tell you, they're nuts. They're knuckin' fuds. Good. Let them go crazy. Why do I have to go crazy? So I'm done yelling at them. I don't fucking care. You know what it's like to not fucking care what they do to me? They do voiceless call. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Because now it's a woman. It was always a man doing that. Now it's a woman. And then I wake up and I'm like, I rebuke everything you did to me in my dream last night in Jesus Christ's name. And guess what? I don't really get gang stalked too much. Because I know I'm protected. They see it. They fucking see it. The looks that I get after I pray, before I leave the house, because these witches and warlocks spit out witchcraft out of their mouths when they leave the house. They think that their demon motherfuckers are going to protect them. No, they don't. God is only protecting you. Many he'll call the few who will listen. I see it now. I see that they don't really listen. I'm listening. Okay? I'm stubborn like a mule. But I listened. And I'm reaping the benefits of listening because I realize that Jesus is truth. Jesus is life. And you hear the honking because I'm saying that? Because it's true. And he's my peace. And he loves me. And he loves you too. If you would let him love you, let him love you, please. Let Jesus love you. It's the best love ever.